Well, you wouldn't believe it, but Thandi has now decided to start sneaking up on Shadow. Shadow's fast asleep, and tricky to know what to do now. I'm almost tempted to try and get behind Thandi so we can get two shots of everything happening. Here we go. Here's Shadow. Shadow spotted her now. I cannot believe this. So Thandi's now stopped and she's scent marking. And she's approaching even closer. Let's have a quick look at Thandi now. Sorry, we're going to have to whip the camera around, guys, to show you everything that's happening at high speed. Senzo's also having to compensate the lighting. I cannot believe this. This is absolutely incredible. More scent marking, as you can see. And Shadow's clearly expressing her displeasure as her sister approaches closer and closer. She stood up a little bit. Now Thandi's laid down and kind of rolling around innocently, trying to make herself look as peaceful and unintimidating as possible. Maybe trying to say, "Remember me, I'm your sister, we used to be besties. Let me have some of your kill." What a fascinating scene. Nix, if you are ready, I'm ready to go live on Facebook. This is very, very cool and a very unique sighting that I think we definitely need to share with people. I'm going to keep quiet just before we go live on Facebook. Hello everyone. Welcome to this action broadcast. We are coming to you live from the Sabi Sands in South Africa. And as you can see, this leopard in the tree is hissing and snarling. And she's very, very frustrated because her sister has snuck onto the scene. And her sister's just in front of us. I need to move the vehicle. Let me just reposition quickly. Are certainly not good friends, at least definitely not at the moment. And it's not uncommon for leopards, who are solitary animals, to really not take any heed of the fact that it is a sibling. They don't share once they've grown up. Now, this is Thandi on the ground. She's just given birth to a very young cub, and her sister is up in the tree there. Now, you can see there's a small kill that actually Shadow's lying on top of at the moment. As she hisses and spits and snarls, there you can see the legs of a grey duiker, which I presume she killed in the early hours of the morning. And duiker very often squeal when they are caught and killed, therefore possibly alerting Thandi, the sister, to the fact that there was a kill in this area. Oh, she's not happy. And this is definitely the closest that we have seen these leopards together since we arrived on the scene this morning. Now, Thandi was scent marking in this area a little bit earlier, right in front of Shadow the leopard up the tree. And that's clearly kind of a display to say, look, you know, we're kind of fighting over this territory still. And Shamsung, you're kind of wondering if she was doing that on purpose. Yes, she definitely was. Now Thandi slowly sneaking off. You can see there's another vehicle of tourists that are also enjoying this sighting with us. And I cannot stress how incredibly privileged we are to be witnessing a scene like this. It's hugely uncommon to see leopards interact like this, especially the fact that we know it's two sisters. Here we go, you can see Thandi scent marking. Now Megan news, whereas Shadow does. And Shadow's got the kill. She's got everything at stake here. Thandi is kind of lurking around like a hyena. So fascinating scenes, and who knows how this is going to unfold. I'm quite surprised that Thandi hasn't left a little bit earlier and realized that her sister's not going to give in to her ways. Marani, you've mentioned that Thandi is being very submissive. Yes, she is. She's not growling or hissing back at her sister. She was rolling around earlier innocently like a little cub Even now, she's kind of trying to make herself look as innocent as possible. But you're not, Thandi. You're being sneaky, and you're lurking about. You're trying to steal your sister's hard-won meal, and that is unacceptable. So go and try and catch a meal of your own, and once you've done that, then you can take us back to your tiny little cub. There's another scent mark. Now, this leopard that we're looking at now has got a tiny, probably 6-week-old cub. We've seen it only a handful of times. And I wish you would take us back to her, or him, little cub, rather than lurking around here. Oh, interesting, we've got some elephants coming in onto the scene, and I think they've caught wind of the leopards and the kill. Let's take a look at the one. There is a vehicle in the way, but it is going to pop out into a good view and probably continue straight up to this tree that the leopard's in. Can you believe it? Now it's probably going to start holding up its trunk soon, trying to smell and get a better idea of where exactly the kill is. It's just above them now. How awesome is this? Leopard and elephant in the same shot. Literally, that elephant walked almost just about underneath the leopard, but didn't lift up its trunk as I expected it to. Now it is. Now it's getting the sense of a leopard. You can see it's holding its tail up. That's a very good sign of an elephant that's in a bit of a distress. There's the leopard in the background there. What an incredible scene. Sorry about the pole that's blocking a little bit of the leopard space. It was a very rainy morning here, so we did have our rain covers on. Thankfully it stopped. What a scene. If we are lucky, may chase the leopard. I'm just going to reposition the vehicle ever so slightly just to get us a good view of that leopard lying down on the log. We're going to get some beautiful views of it. What an absolutely incredible scene. Look at that. Whew. Hello, Hannah. You're wondering if we are close to this leopard's den where she's stashing her tiny little cub. And, well, the last den sites that we knew of, we think she's changed, is certainly not close to us. It's probably a mile away from here. So I don't think her little cub is in any harm. So everything is okay for now. Where Shadow's young daughters, we also have no idea. So both of their children's are unaccounted for at the moment. And Valerie, I know you were wondering where Shadow's cub was, so no, we've got no idea where either of them are. And let's take another look at Shadow. I don't think we're going to get the best view of her now. She's keeping a close eye on Thandi.